In today's instructional video, we're going to have a look at the basic throw. Steve is going to demonstrate how it's important that you are able to transfer your darts from your non-throwing hand to your throwing hand with as much natural movement as possible. It's very important that you can do this without looking or having to feel where the darts are sitting in your hand. Here you can see Steve throwing his first dart, and the transfer from his non-throwing hand to his throwing hand is smooth. There's no need to look, as he can consistently move the dart into the correct throwing position. Everything is smooth and consistent. If you are unable to make the transition from non-throwing hand to throwing hand in a smooth manner, it may be time to look at the type of dart that you are throwing with. This transfer should be effortless and consistent. Once you have mastered the transfer of your darts from your non-throwing hand to your throwing hand, it's now time to focus on the throw itself. It is vitally important that when you throw, you have a full extension of your throwing arm so that the dart flies correctly. Here you can see full extension of the arm, with the throwing hand pointing at the area of the dartboard you wish the dart to fly to. Failure to follow through will result in the dart not finding your intended target. One way you can practice this is to point at the dartboard. Pretend you're throwing, but use your forefinger to point at your intended target. This will give you the ability to use muscle memory to enhance your throw. The final section of this video is the stance. Whilst there is no correct way of standing, it is important that you take a solid stance to make sure that you are not moving during the throwing of your darts. Here we can see Steve has set up with his foot parallel to the hockey. This allows him to have his arm, his elbow and his throwing hand in one line to perfect his throw. Having the weight distribution on your front foot, using your rear foot as a tripod, will help you maintain the correct stance. We can see Steve has created a very firm foundation for his throw, enabling him to remain as still as possible. Here we can see Stuart throwing. Again, you'll notice that there is a smooth transition from the non-throwing hand to the throwing hand. Stuart's stance is slightly different to Stephen's. You'll notice that he's not quite as square on, and he's over more to the right-hand side of the hockey. The same principles of the stance apply. Weight on the front foot, the rear foot used for balance, and no movement. Another way to tell if your dart throw is consistent is the angle that the darts stick in the dartboard. There is no right or wrong way, whether they stick up or lay down flat as Phil Taylor's used to do, but it is important that they are consistent.